Christmas, YouTube pedal nerds. I would say if I celebrated, the seasons, which of course I do, we're gonna celebrate Christmas. This is December 24th. Oh, my pick was dropped. Where's my pick? December 24th, 2015. The only problem, and that is why you don't see me sitting here with a Santa hat and all being all like, green and red and mistletoe and kiss me, is because it's stupid to do this in a YouTube video, which are not chronological and won't be watched in the season. So you might be sitting there 2018 in the middle of summer on Hawaii, if you're a lucky bastard, watching this thinking like, why is this guy telling me about Christmas? So today, December, it is December. December 24th, 2015. Merry Christmas if you're watching it today. If not, this is completely pointless. Before I go into the Zentastic by Pedals of Babylon, PoB, my good friend Henry Wolbring, I was chatting with him. He's a bass player. For some reason, he watches these videos. And he asked me to mention the enormous size of his genitals in my next video. Here I am mentioning Henry Wolbring's enormous genital size. Henry, Merry Christmas. And to the whole band, Kronaspia, and to actually pretty anyone who watches these. A lot of my good friends, probably Bernd Ringsdorf, Isaac Berumen, Paco Canqueso, Patrick, Alex Fröse, of course Moritz, and anyone who I'm forgetting, which is probably a billion people. So all my trusted YouTube nerdizzles, Merry Christmas. So we go into Sargon Biblis, that's his name, that's actually a name. Sargon, sounds like an herb, or a herb if you're British. Biblis, I'm gonna say Sargon. I'm gonna be first name basis with this guy. So he has the Pedals of Babylon, PoB. Cool name, stupid name, I don't know, but awesome pedals. You can't really see this on the front. You saw it in the pictures as a little plaque that says Zentastic MkII PoB Custom Hand-Wired Pedals and Effects, Chicago, Illinois. Been to Chicago, very nice place. I'm gonna have to left-hand this cup, otherwise you don't see the Daddario logo. I checked on those strings yesterday that I got on this guitar. They are the NYXL BT, balanced tension, which means every string actually feels the same in terms of the tension on it. They're the same, the normal strings, just slightly different gauges. And I had a question, what's so special about the NYXL? What do I know? Do I make strings? Of course, now I know. Daddario! The NYXL are New York steel, whatever the fuck New York steel means. But they're hard, like Henry Wolbring's genitals. I'm sorry. No, they're much harder to break, apparently 30% harder to break, whatever that means. And they have, because of the material, a pronounced high mid-range around 1K to 3K, which is where the guitar kind of has a little bit of a high nasally bite, which is cool. Very hard to, of course, compare how much it boosts in that range, unless I record exactly the same thing with different strings, and I'm too lazy to do that. But cool strings, but they're gonna run you, I think these run you €13 on Thomann, so they're not the cheapest strings. Do they last longer? Well, technically because they don't break so much, but they corrode just the same, apparently. They're good strings, and I like them. Hopefully I get more from Daddario. That logo should really be, here. I'm gonna bitch about this every time. So what are we looking at? The Zentastic MkII is, there's a lot of these clone type, whatever that means. Does it mean centaur type? Who knows? It's a warm, round, fizzly, fuzzly, kind of feels like a warm, nice blankie, like a nice pillow to put your head on. In the morning you're like all snuggled in, and you're like, oh, I don't want to get up, it's so nice, and you pull the blankie back up. That's how that overdrive feels to me. And there's a lot of these pedals out there. I've tested for Thomann, I've tested the Archer from Rocket Pedals. I hope I'm gonna get one at some point because that's a good warm fizzly fuzzly thing. This is slightly different. It has more controls and all that. So we're gonna look into that. In the slideshow you saw that he actually delivers it in a nice little sack. Like, you know, Henry's sack. Sorry. And in the box, he actually writes the controls on it because it's so handmade. He doesn't print anything on here. So let me go through this. This is a boost, which you can guide with this knob. You can completely customize your color, your knobs. I said make all the knobs transparent and put LEDs behind it. You know what he did? He did just that. Ta-dam! That's freaking awesome. So this has a boost. Not all of these pedals have a boost. You custom order as you want. This is an extra boost, which isn't super mega boosty, but decent. Volume, gain, tone, presence, and this switch in the bottom position adds fatness. It is a fat switch. Again, presence, tone, gain, volume. We're gonna go through this as we play. As we play, and trust me, this guitar definitely has an influence on the sound. I could test with any guitar. I've got this here now on loan from Frank Hartung. Come the fuck on, people. I don't know if you can see this. It's got these beautiful crackle lines in the... There's only certain angles where these crackle lines show. I don't know if you can see it. It's beautifully aged. The hardware is nicely aged. It's got just the right amount of scratches and dings and dongs. It's a Vantage 57, meaning he was going for as classic a Les Paul type guitar as he can possibly be with vintage tuners and no locking and the aging and everything. The thing is, holy crap. You pick this up, you never want to put it down. I have very nice guitars. This might be one of the nicerest ones. And it's not even mine. And it's just so fucking wrong. We're gonna go into the Boogie Mark V 25 on the clean setting, not the fat, the clean. So there's on the clean channel, clean, fat, and crunch. We're gonna also use the Zentastic MkII to boost the crunch to see how it works like a tube screamer kind of boosting. It's got beautiful mid, so it should just make any already cranked up sound just push into singing craziness. And that's going into the basement, into a 112 Fender cab, mic with the Sennheiser E609, going up here into the Apollo by Universal Audio. And in the effects loop, I've got a Dig, an El Capistan, and two Eventides, two H9s, but I'm thinking we're going to use the El Capistan for some tape delay, and that's it. And this is our clean sound right here. Wow, I'm sorry. Just wow. And actually, really, who thinks of boogie when they think of clean? It's a great clean sound. It's a nice little amp. Very little. We're gonna look at the boost first and just see how much I can push. Doesn't really do anything there. It's very transparent, let's call it that. It's nice. It adds a little bit of top end, a little bit of clarity. It's very subtle, but it's nice. Cool, but obviously only when kind of cranked up all the way. So we're gonna go not fat and subtle on the gain. What do we notice? It thins out our sound quite a bit. That's that mid boost. It eats up a lot of low end. So it's definitely not a metal pedal. It really isn't. But it's just the right frequencies you cut through a mix, which is important. You've heard the track, you know. The mids are where it's at. Even there at that gain, it's just roundness. Need to cut my nails. Let's play with the tone. Usable but subtle, which is cool. You know, not overdoing it. That's presence. Let's crank up the gain a bit. It's not the point here. Okay, so let's use the fat switch. We'll leave it in the fat position, kind of where we are. Put some El Capistan on there and have some fun. And we roll back the volume and see how dynamic it is. Yes, the pedal is on. So now we're gonna go take that same sound. First of all, move all my cables because I'm rolling over my cables. Take the same sound and actually go into the crunch on the mesa. See how we can push it, which sounds like so. Neat by itself. Now we're gonna start with the boost here and boost it. I'm gonna need a boost. Oh, the Dario. Can't see it. Kind of like Henry Wahlbrink's genitals. Very hard to see. It's not very noisy. With the crunch channel and that pedal, not a lot of going on. I still can't play this. The Zentastic MkII by PoB, Pedals of Babylon, played with a Hartung Embrace Vantage 57 through Mesa Mark V 25, loaded with Daddario strings. I'm drinking Lavazza coffee out of a Daddario cup. I'm wearing my Christmas present from my mom, which is an HP 42 sweater. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. How cool, huh? How cool? This is actually knitted on or stitched on or whatever. This is it from me for Christmas. I'm gonna edit this now, and then I'm gonna wrap my presents. Not mine, I mean, you know what I mean. Well, here's my 2 cents. Yeah, I know, no second location. I just wanted to, you know, say bye-bye. It's a great pedal. Actually, frankly, I cannot tell you how much it is. I have no idea. It's completely handmade. You can tell him what knobs you want, what color. So he sometimes even does crazy swirl cases. This is ultra boutique and, you know, made to order. He has fuzzes in a whole bunch of different boxes. This seems to be like one of his personal favorite pedals. It's a great, warm, bluesy kind of tone. As good as it gets for that kind of sound. Flexible with the tone and the presence, with the fat switch. The boost, take it or leave it, it pushes it tiny. It goes from 10 to 11, and we all want to go to 11. So yeah, check out his stuff. I think he's got a Facebook site. I don't even know if Sargon has a website. You can definitely find him on Facebook, Sargon Biblis. Killer pedal, and I'm happy that I have mine in Poiple. Poiple is the way to say this. It's not purple, it's Poiple. Happy holidays to all of you pedal perds. Whoa, more coffee. Happy holidays to all of you pedal nerds out there. Thanks for sticking around while I do stupid stuff.